Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This will be complete to Mechie.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The Texans at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Now Stroud. That is caught. It's Xavier Hutchinson.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Stroud sets up the play action. Looking deep here from Mechie. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Trying to find John Mechie.
And now it's 2nd down.
You look at this Saints defense.
And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Stroud to throw it. That is incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Stroud will run the option left.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They need 2. Here's third down. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Out of the gun now on third down.
That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He gets this one to Mechie.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready, ready. Cowboy 80. Hey, smash. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense.
Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Texans. Xavier Hutchinson.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now it's Miller running right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to pull those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Carr to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Oh, that's a nice job of clearing space in the middle of the field for your tight end. He's going to start behind the line and run an angle route, hoping to kind of get lost in the middle of the field. And this is put right on him, and he's able to pick up a first down.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Now Carr. Smith catches left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 22. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Into the red zone, it's Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
And they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Now a play fake. Carr eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
19 Lions.
On first down, here's Stroud.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Stroud. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
19, Dragon 60. Check,
In motion right, that's Dell.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd and 12.
Hey, check that. Street.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. Touchdown! John Mechie,
a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And not much happening there as they'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Third and 4.
Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Got his man, Dell.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Escaping the pressure right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Mechie, the man in motion.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready?
And Stroud now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Greedy Williams on the stop.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
61 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And the slot man goes in motion left. Jet sweep, Carr bats it forward. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derek Carr, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Saints have retaken a third quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Okay, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Stroud now on second down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Panther 11.
Throwing now is Stroud. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, just like last play.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Stroud looking to change the play.
2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
60 Bobcat.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Cup 19. Cougar 19. Hurt. Go.
Again, it's Stroud.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes he's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Carr.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Saints.
On play action, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is dropped. Oh, that could have been a near certain 6 points. He was all alone, but he could not look it in. My, oh, my.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
He'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Stroud is going to audible to something else. In motion right, that's Dell.
Right there. Hustle.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
The second down throw now from Stroud.
Flushed out right.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Stroud looking to throw.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Now Carr.
It's caught. It's Miller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And his
should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. They'll try the right side here with Miller. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Miller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Looking deep here from Mechie. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Fighting his way through contact.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Carr's throw complete there to Perry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A 10th carry for Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing to look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's caught. Smith. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Rig alert, rig alert.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Taking a shot for down here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Check. Warrior 70.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Carr. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Williams is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This is 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Track 60.
Now Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Big Lion. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Street. Street. Hut, hut.
Here's Stroud. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. We know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting. It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Flag. On the ball. On the ball.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if you tie the game, they couldn't go any farther?
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time I shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check.